Welcome back. And did you know that the Internet Computer Protocol has a superpower that most people don't even know about? And this superpower has the potential to launch ICP to new all-time or at least multi-year record highs. As Internet Computer, at least at the beginning of 2024, has already almost done a 20x from its cycle low of $2.93 in 2023, all the way up to the $20 range in 2024. But this superpower that we're going to be discussing in today's video has the potential to launch Internet Computer to all multi-year record highs in this upcoming cycle. And you will probably agree with me on these metrics. This is the Cryptoviser podcast. I ask that you guys at least give the video a free thumbs up. We upload every single day right here on the channel to bring you the latest happening in the financial world. So hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. I'm also on Twitter for faster updates, x.com/thecryptoviser. Link down below in the description of this video. Now, I've been covering Internet Computer effectively since it launched in 2021, and we saw Internet Computer go up to $800, $900, and then down to the $2.90 range. We've been here the whole time. And I went from bearish when Internet Computer first launched to bullish when I found out that effectively the price was being manipulated by the FTX gang. And that's why Internet Computer had a horrible, horrible launch. But that doesn't mean the technology behind the Internet Computer isn't there. It actually is. And this superpower has to do with the supply and a supply lock in the ICP ecosystem. Now, one of the reasons I have been so bullish about Internet Computer is because, unfortunately, a lot of people got in at over $100, right? Because as I explained, when it first launched, we went up to like $800. It was madness going on. But yeah, we went for like $800 and people kept buying at $700 and then at $600 and then at $500 because they kept thinking that's the dip, right? But it just kept dipping. And even on this channel, I said, we're going to wait till under 100. And then we went to 100. I said, we hit 100 way too fast. Let's wait till 75. Boom, we hit 75. I said, let's wait till 50. Boom, we hit 50. I'm like, guys, we have to get a bottom built in this chart before I start investing. And then we saw a bottom build, $2.90 is when I started investing. My dollar cost average right now is about $4, $5. It's pretty low. Now, what is this superpower, you may ask? Well, one user actually responded to one of my posts on X and said 50% of the ICP supply is locked. It won't see the light of day anytime soon. Now, we have talked about locking coins in Internet Computer previously, but I haven't really looked at the data recently. Now, effectively, the staking within Internet Computer works a little bit differently, and you can lock your coins for a certain amount of time. ICP utility tokens can stake their ICP within neurons in the network nervous system, NNS, to engage the network in governance and earn voting rewards for participation. Neurons are not dissolving by default. In order to unlock and withdraw the tokens, the token holder must completely dissolve their neuron. The period of time over which this occurs is called the dissolve delay. Basically, how long you're locking your coins for. Token holders can increase the dissolve delay at any time, but neurons always dissolve in real time. Neurons are created and managed on the NNS front end. So effectively what you see here is that users have been able to stake their coins for a certain amount of time. 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, etc. And up to over 8 years. Now, right now, when I'm recording this video in April of 2024, the total number of staked ICP is 47.4%. This is the total amount of ICP staked in neurons. And basically, they haven't been released yet. The neurons haven't been dissolved. And so when I look at this number, almost 245 million coins out of the total supply of 516. They're locked. They're locked in the ecosystem. They're locked in staking. And the ones that have been locked for 8 years when I'm recording this video is 136, let's just say 136 million coins. So 136 million coins is roughly, what, 20%? A little bit less, maybe like 15% of the total supply. is locked for 8 years. And so this is a superpower. Now you may be saying, Cryptoviser, how is this a superpower? People are locking their coins and they're not even able to access their coins. So they can't sell, they can't move it, they can't transact in it. And while that's true, what does this actually do for the overall ecosystem? This limits the actual circulating supply. So when we look on coin market cap, we can see that the circulating supply is showing 461 million coins, right? And there's maybe like 40 million that haven't been released yet. So that means out of 461 million coins, 47% are locked. And out of that, basically 25% are locked for 8 years, meaning that those coins are not going to be in circulation for that amount of time. If you've been following my videos specifically on Cardano, you know that in the Cardano ecosystem, the way that staking operates is the coins are liquid, meaning you could go in and out of staking at any point. There's no lockup period or dissolve delay, as they call it in internet computer. So while you can't necessarily use that as a metric to understand the supply is limited, you at least know where some of the coins are at any point, so you can look for major moves in or changes in the staked ADA to kind of identify when there may be a sell-off coming in the market. Well, in internet computer and other ecosystems that lock coins, this limits the supply. And so we know that approximately 25% of the circulating supply is not going to be touched for 8 years. And half of the overall supply that's in circulation right now, it's actually more than half. It's more than half, is 244 out of 461. So yeah, it's more than half. These coins are not in circulation. So if, as there's more people we've been seeing that are more interested in ICP, they're blown away by Dfinity's basically demonstration of how AI is already on and operating on the internet computer. People are amazed by this, and all these influencers and people on X and all over the place, the sudden renewed interest in internet computer. So what does that mean? Probably they're going to start buying internet computer. Maybe not right now, maybe in a little bit, maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months, but that means they're going to start buying. So if we know that, and we know the supply is already somewhat artificially limited due to the staking mechanism and the locking mechanism within that, what conclusions can we come up with? Well, for me, my conclusion is the price is going much higher, because you're combining this with all the people that bought above $100 and haven't sold yet and literally have no incentive to sell until at least we get over $100. So all those coins are not being touched either. So you have a combination here of a ever-increasing limited supply of internet computer coins, an ever-increasing demand and interest and curiosity in internet computer. And those two, in my opinion, mean the price is going much, much higher. Much, much higher. And maybe my original thesis of $1,250, which is basically less than 100x from where we are today, maybe that's too little. Maybe that's too low of a guesstimate for this coin. Because basically a 100x from, basically let's just do the math, $1,250 per coin. And if we multiply that by the circulating supply of 461,503, that equals, am I doing the math on that right? Yeah, $576 billion. That's $500 billion. People are saying this is not possible, but they're also saying that Solana is going to 10x from where we are. But meanwhile, Solana, there's a ton of bag holders, a ton of very heavy bag holders and venture capitalists that just want to offload their coins because they still have from pre-ICO prices. Internet computer doesn't really have that. I mean, there's really not a big cohort that are looking to sell their coins compared to these other ecosystems because it's still a fairly new coin. And the people who have coin, they may have bought in at $500. They're not going to be selling for a while. All of these coins in the neurons, not going to be selling for a while. And so this is why it's important, in my view, to understand how these staking and voting rewards work, how the mechanism works behind these coins? Are they locking the coins? Are they not lock on? Are they not locking the coins? Are they locking the coins? Because the tokenomics of all these cryptos are critically important. I am seeing a lot of new coins popping up that have 10% of their circulating supply released. That means 90% is not even in circulation yet, meaning they're going to be diluted probably over the course of their whatever time frame they hold the coin. And in internet computer, we're actually seeing the opposite. And this also tells me that people really believe in the coin. And this is probably a lot of developers, a lot of insiders. So we know that almost 50% of the coins are not going to be touched, at least in the next 6 months, but significantly more because you can see all the data right here. What other blockchain has this kind of transparency on the chain? And so for that, I think that this is internet computers' secret power. Most people don't know about this. Most YouTubers and influencers have no idea about this. They're just going off of one AI video that Dominic posted on the Dfinity channel. I mean, guys, we've been following internet computer for a much longer period of time. We understand all of the metrics and mechanisms behind ICP, and the more I learn about it, the more bullish I get. This is one of the coins that every pump that we see, I do want to sell, but I'm also like, no, we're going much higher. We're going much higher. We're going much higher. So yeah, for now, I'm staying diamond handed. Let me know what you're doing down below, and let me know, are you staking your coins? I know of one user who is a big ICP fan, and he's not. I don't think he's a millionaire or billionaire. He staked all his coins for 8 years. I mean, you got to have a lot. You got to have like golden bullocks to do that. I mean, for real. 8 years locking the coins up, and you don't even know what the system is like, where crypto is going to be in 8 years, let alone where the network is going to be. But that shows that people believe in this ecosystem and that there is a community of not only builders and developers, but also users and people that can help the end user experience grow within, some of the apps and applications that are being built within this whole blockchain ecosystem. So yeah, very exciting stuff. That is the internet computer's secret power, the neuron and staking locking mechanism. Don't tell everybody. We'll keep this a secret. And, as we know all this info, and we're investing in internet computer, and people don't know about internet computer's secret power, who's going to benefit? We're going to benefit from that. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a free thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow right here on the channel. Invest responsibly. Do your own research, and crypto on.